Okay, alright. So, hey, this is, Brandon Reed here again. It's been a while, hasn't it? Anyways, in today's video, we're gonna be, I'm gonna be showing, a friend of mine, Jacob Parks, asked me how to do a reskin in Train Simulator, and I'm about to make a video on how to do it. I'm sure there's other ways of doing reskins. This is just my way of doing it. It's kind of tedious, but it's worth it in the end sometimes. Anyways, so first things first, you gotta click what it is you want to reskin. So first, in this reskin, we're going to be reskinning a Southern Pacific P10 462 by Trainboy1. So, in order to do this, you have to right-click on it, and this window should appear. Now, there's an option down here that says Clone. You want to click that. So, you press Clone, and this asset should pop up. A new asset should pop up. You right-click this asset again. You go down to the Edit option. You go to there's three options here. There's Edit in Explorer, Edit in Content Creator Plus, and Edit Script. You want to edit in Explorer. So you click Explorer, and let's see. I have never personally reskinned one of Trainboy1's P10s, so this is kind of new to me. So bear with me here. I've reskinned other engines, just not this one, but this is a beginner's video, so let's see. Wrong file. This is nice picture though, but not what we're looking for. So you want to click locomotive body. There should be a folder. It says locomotive body. Now because this is a beginner's sort of thing, we're just gonna edit the cab. So a cab palette for this looks very complicated, but don't worry about it. So we're gonna start off with the sides of the cab. Now if you wanted to, you can basically cross out. You can, if you don't want this writing here, for example, you can take the paintbrush tool and brush it out. If you want to make it look realistic, then you can take the color picker tool here, the dropper, and paste it on any click on any part of the engine. That will give you the right color. Now the brush tool, you might want to make it just a little big, so that way you can get all the writing in one swipe. Maybe like put it at the brush width at 25. By the way, you do need a paint editing software in order to do this, like Paint.net. So you can, because it's these images are TGA files, and Paint.net's one of the only softwares out there that can work with, that's made to work with TGA files. So you can edit any of the image files with Paint.net. Okay, so we got that brushed out. So, for example, we're just gonna put we're just gonna put some text on the side of the cab here. Let's see. You can pick any font text up here. So we're just gonna put. Let me change the color here. You don't want the writing to blend in with the engine. Just so you all can see, I'm just gonna pick a different font here so it's more visible. Let's see. So this is one thing you can do. one of the great things about this is you can create your own fictional railroads using this. Now that we've gotten that side of the cab, you want to do it to the other side of the cab, because if you don't do it to the other side of the cab, you're only gonna get the writing on one side of the cab. So we're just gonna you take this tool right here, the rectangular select. It's at the top. It's at the top left-hand corner of the tools window. You click that, and the little thing should pop around, and then you go up to edit, and you press copy the image. And it should have a thing around it, and you want to use the arrow keys to kind of direct it to the other side of the cab. This is normally what I do, so that way it isn't like offset or anything, so it doesn't look completely idiotic. So we're just gonna move it over ever so slowly. It's slow, but it's how I prevent any slip-ups from happening. Let's see. Okay. All right, so we've got that. And if to close out of it, you just click this again, the rectangular select, and you just click anywhere, just once, and that should be able to do it. To put you can also put a number on it if you want to. I would do be careful though, because some of the newer content for Train Simulator has these thing called alpha numbers. It's a new system that they use to make engines renumberable. But if you have alpha numbers on the engine and you don't get rid of the number files for them, you're gonna have some numbers blocking the way of your writing and your number. So we're just gonna put a random number in. We're just gonna put 50. Just gonna put 5678. Because well, why not? This number, and just put that in position anywhere you want. I'm just trying to get it to look as accurate as possible. And we're just gonna do the same thing with the rectangular select. Copy, paste, and we're just gonna move it over there ever so slowly. I kind of got to hurry up with this video because, well, I only have the free edition of Bandicam, and it only lasts me 10 minutes, which is why I think is bullcrap, personally, but you can only do so much. So we're just gonna scoot that over there. 2,000 years later. I've only got 1 minute left on this video, so I'm gonna have to cut this off at some point and pick back up. Okay, so that's in position. And click once, and then to save, you just click Save As. This should pop up. And do not press compress. You do not want to do that. It will not work if you press compress. So it's saving now, and should be as far as that goes, you should be good to go. So the video, I'm about to run out of time here, so I'm just gonna stop the video here, and I'm gonna pick back up in a moment. Okay, so now that we're back, we're just gonna what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go back here. Hold on a sec. I have to delete the alpha numbers on this engine, so that way we can get an idea as to how this is gonna look. Delete. Okay. Don't ever do that if you have alpha numbers. I mean, you can if you want to, but it's kind of wasteful in my opinion. I mean, you can do it if you want to, but I personally... Anyways, so that's done. Now we just... you can also rename it. So we're just going to put... we're just going to call it the Detroit, Columbus, and Cleveland Terminal Pacific. So I'm just gonna right-click it again. You go down to Edit, and there should be a bottom here that says Commit. You press that, and it should. Once this is done, you should have it in the game. So, it may take a while, depending, but okay. So now that that's in there, we're gonna open up Trainz. Hold on. I have to make the window smaller because for some reason Bandicam won't work when it's in full screen mode, which again I think is crap, but okay, so just gonna start Train Simulator again. Oh, that's loud. Oh my. Okay. So we're gonna go into Rail Yard. This is very noisy. I don't know if I can turn the volume down. Okay, anyways, so now that we have gotten this, let's see. I just gotta scroll down to it. I gotta find it. This is the time-consuming part if you're impatient like me. Wait. Where is it? B, C, and C. Oh, here we go. And here we go. This is our Pacific. As you can see, there's the reskinning that's been done to the side of the engine. It does not have alpha numbering turned on because we deleted all the number files, but we shouldn't have to worry about that. It's the same thing down on the other side of the cab there, so yeah. Gotta love that whistle. Okay. So, that has been my tutorial on how to reskin. I'm sure there's other ways of doing it, but this is the only way I know how to do it. And it's tedious, but it's really the easiest way of doing it for me. Kinda, sometimes. I don't know, other times it could turn into a big cluster. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope some of you have found it helpful. And for any of you who are still wondering, no, Tidewater Point Pacific is not dead. I'm still trying to work on it. It's just that I've got a lot of things on my agenda, and I've got to get a job now. And I'm regarding a decision as to whether or not I'm going to continue doing the faces for the engines, because it's a very time-consuming process to do that. But for now, I'm still considering that decision. I will let you guys know if I go through on it in the future. But for now, the engines get to keep their pretty faces. Anyways, thank you for watching, and leave a like and post a comment in the section down below. Share your thoughts. Anyways, this is Brandon Reed signing off.